What's up, everyone? Welcome to Bilbrons and Dragons. I'm your host, Bilbron Bafflestone. So today we're having another episode of my deep dive series, this time looking at the tactical deployment of Heavy Obscurement. We're not going over the mechanics of Heavy Obscurement. I already did that video. It's honestly one of my best in my opinion. I think it's required watching for pretty much anyone who plays this game. I am constantly running into players who still don't understand how Heavy Obscurement works, so watching that video is going to clear up a lot of things for you. This video is about the tactical deployment of Heavy Obscurement, because one of the things that I have found with all of the players that I've played with in the 3 different Westmarch servers on which I have characters is that I seem to be the only one that's clued in to the power of Heavy Obscurement. And recently I have saved my party from big groups of wizards casting magic missile spam. I've saved them from beholders. I've saved them from bodaks. I've saved them from these little flying eyeball things that shot out psychic damage. I have no idea what they're called. I've saved them from red caps. I've saved them from spellcasters. I've saved them from counterspellers. I have done all of this with the pyrotechnic spell, which is one of the best ways of creating Heavy Obscurement in this game. Besides the ever-smoking bottle, it's literally the only way to create concentration-free, true sight defeating Heavy Obscurement. It's a go-to for me. I use it all the time, and consequently, my parties survive. But the reason I'm making this video is because I'm kind of in mourning. On the Forged Concordance, which I've been playing on for a year now, and where I play my highest level character, a 13th level Dowlock, I just had 2 really good friends die. Leo and Donk were killed in a TPK. And I'm pretty upset about that. In a Westmarch server, you get to know people, you make friends, you go on adventures and have conversations and, moments with people. And it's sad when they die. And it's especially sad when you could have saved them, when they could have survived. They were TPK'd by Igwil the Witch Queen. And as soon as I heard the name, I didn't even need to know the stat block. I knew that if I were there with my ever-smoking bottle, they would have won that battle. Because Heavy Obscurement shuts down casters. It shuts down casters. So I thought that I would break this down. Let's take a look at Igwil the Witch Queen and see just how toothless she would be under a blanket of Heavy Obscurement. Now keep in mind, she does have true sight. So when I say Heavy Obscurement, I mean smoke. The type of smoke that you can get out of a fog cloud, out of a pyrotechnic spell, or out of an ever-smoking bottle. True sight defeats darkness and illusions and other means of creating Heavy Obscurement, but it does not defeat atmospheric conditions. Now, Igwil does have Dispel Magic, so Fog Cloud would be suboptimal here, but Pyrotechnics is an instantaneous spell. There's nothing for her to dispel. Same thing with an ever-smoking bottle. She could dispel the bottle, but the smoke would remain. So I've got her stats right here. Let's take a look and see exactly what sort of power that Igwil brings that can be affected by Heavy Obscurement. So she's a Fae, AC 19, 255 hit points, wearing the Robe of the Archmagi and Amulet of the Plains. She has great saving throws, legendary resistance, and magic resistance. For her actions, she has Bewitching Bolt. That comes with a DC 22 Wisdom saving throw versus Charmed. She has Abyssal Rift. That's pretty impressive, and Heavy Obscurement will do nothing against that. So Igwil would still be formidable under Heavy Obscurement, just not unbeatable and capable of rendering a TPK. She has Spellcasting. At will, Invisibility. Useless in Heavy Obscurement. Tasha's Hideous Laughter, that requires sight, useless under Heavy Obscurement. Polymorph. 3 times a day, DC 24. If she wants you to be an earthworm, you're going to be an earthworm. As long as she can see you, because it requires sight, shut down by Heavy Obscurement. Maze. One of the best spells in the game. If you can see them. So, yeah, taken off the table by Heavy Obscurement. Telekinesis. also requires sight, taken off the table by Heavy Obscurement. Bonus actions, Phase Step. Oh god, not that unlimited bonus action Teleport that will defeat your Wall of Force or Force Cage. As long as she has sight. So, negated under conditions of Heavy Obscurement, no teleporting for our villain. Reactions. She basically has a type of counterspell. Oh, but just like counterspell, it requires sight. So, yeah, that's taken off the table by Heavy Obscurement too. And she's got legendary actions. Dark Speech. Oh, affects 1 or 2 creatures she can see within 60 feet. It imparts the Frightened condition. So 1, she can't land it because of Heavy Obscurement. 2, even if she somehow did, the Frightened condition requires sight, so blanketing the area with Heavy Obscurement would remove the Frightened condition. And Fey Beguilement, her most terrifying power. 1 creature she can see within 60 feet is possessed. DC 22 Charisma save. Wow, that's rough. That's actually what TPK'd my friends. One of them got possessed, could not make that save, and killed most of the rest of the party, and then when was he all by himself, got taken down. But, had they been under conditions of Heavy Obscurement, that power would not have worked. So, folks, please, save your characters, save your friends, recognize and be able to deploy Heavy Obscurement when you are fighting a powerful spellcaster or a powerful creature that has some sort of gaze attack. This has basically been a public service announcement because I'm really upset that my friends died, and I want to prevent that from happening to any of my other friends. So that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. This has been Bill Bronze and Dragons. I'm your host, Bill Bron Bafflestone. See you next time.